the system over. Slide the manual latch to the unlocked position. Slide and hold the spring-loaded latch in the unlocked position. Remove the battery from the bay. Turn the system over. Slide the manual latch to the unlocked position. Slide and hold the spring-loaded latch in the unlocked position. Remove the battery from the bay. Remove the single screw. Slide the back cover forward, lift up, and remove it. Press the release tabs until the memory pops up. Lift it out of the slot with care. Turn the system over. Slide the manual latch to the unlocked position. Slide and hold the spring-loaded latch in the unlocked position. Remove the battery from the bay. Remove the single screw. Slide the back cover forward, lift up, and remove it. Remove the 3 screws securing the hard disk drive bracket to the chassis. Push forward to disconnect the drive. Lift and remove the drive. Remove the 4 screws on both sides of the bracket. Lift up the bracket and the hard disk drive is removed. Turn the system over. Slide the manual latch to the unlocked position. Slide and hold the spring-loaded latch in the unlocked position. Remove the battery from the bay. Remove the single screw. Slide the back cover forward, lift up, and remove it. Remove the single screw. Slide out and remove the optical drive. Remove the 2 screws and remove the bracket from the drive. Turn the system over. Slide the manual latch to the unlocked position. Slide and hold the spring-loaded latch in the unlocked position. Remove the battery from the bay. Remove the single screw. Slide the back cover forward, lift up, and remove it. Press the release tabs until the memory pops up. Lift it out of the slot with care. Remove the 3 screws securing the hard disk drive bracket to the chassis. Push forward to disconnect the drive. Lift and remove the drive. Remove the 4 screws on both sides of the bracket. Lift up the bracket and the hard disk drive is removed. Remove the single screw. Slide out and remove the optical drive. Remove the 2 screws and remove the bracket from the drive. Disconnect the 2 antenna cables from the wireless LAN card. Remove the single screw to allow the card to pop up. Lift the card out of the slot and remove it. Remove the 3 screws from the bottom of the chassis. Turn the system over. Flip the keyboard over and rest it on the palm rest. Release the keyboard cable from the ZIF connector. Lift up and remove the keyboard. Remove the 14 screws from the bottom of the chassis. Turn the system over. Remove the dummy card from the card reader. Disconnect the microphone cable from the system board. Disconnect the speaker cable from the system board. Disconnect the multimedia board cable from the system board. Disconnect the power button board cable from the system board. Disconnect the touchpad cable from the system board. Remove the 4 screws. Unsnap the edges to free the top cover from the chassis. Lift up and remove it. Remove the 4 screws that secure the speakers to the chassis. Unroute the speaker cables from the top cover. Lift up and remove the speakers. Remove the single screw. Remove the tape. Lift up and remove the power button board. A flathead probe. Carefully peel off the multimedia board and remove it. Lift up and remove the indicator board. Disconnect the USB cable from the system board. Unroute the cable from the guides. Lift up and remove the USB connector. Release the power connector from the socket. Release the cable from the guides. cable connector from the system board. Disconnect the LVDS cable from the system board. Remove the 3 screws that secure the system board to the chassis. Grab the card reader corner of the system board. Gently pull back the board to release the audio connectors from the cutouts. Carefully lift the system board out of the chassis and remove it. Disconnect the cable from the system board. Lift up and remove the power connector. Disconnect the fan cable from the system board. Remove the 6 screws that secure the heatsink to the system board following the order number embossed on the module. Lift up and remove the heatsink. Turn the locking screw 180 degrees counterclockwise to release the CPU from the socket. Carefully lift up and remove the CPU. Unroute the wireless LAN antenna cables from the guides. Remove the 5 screws that secure the display assembly to the chassis. Lift up and remove the display assembly. Carefully work the way around the display panel and unsnap the bezel from the display cover. Lift and remove the bezel. Disconnect the signal cable from the camera. Using a flathead probe, carefully peel off the camera and remove it. Release the LVDS cable from the guide. Remove the 4 screws that secure the LCD panel to the display cover. Carefully lift up and remove the LCD panel. Turn the LCD panel face down. Peel off the tape and remove the LVDS cable. Slide the battery into the bay until it snaps into place. Slide the manual latch to the locked position. Insert the memory into its slot. Press it down until it clicks into place. Place the back cover in position. Slide it backward until it is properly engaged. Replace the single screw. Slide the battery into the bay until it snaps into place. Slide the manual latch to the locked position. Place the bracket onto the hard disk drive using the screw holes for alignment. Replace the 4 screws on both sides of the bracket. Position the hard drive into the compartment. and push until it is properly connected. Secure the drive with 3 screws. Place the back cover in position. Slide it backward until it is properly engaged. Replace the single screw. Slide the battery into the bay until it snaps into place. Slide the manual latch to the locked position. Secure the bracket to the optical drive with 2 screws. Slide the optical drive into the bay and push until it is engaged in position. Replace the single screw. Place the back cover in position. Slide it backward until it is properly engaged. Replace the single screw. Slide the battery into the bay until it snaps into place. Slide the manual latch to the locked position. Slide the battery into the bay until it snaps into place. Slide the manual latch to the locked position. Place the back cover in position. Slide it backward until it is properly engaged. Replace the single screw. Insert the memory into its slot. Press it down until it clicks into place. Place the bracket onto the hard disk drive using the screw holes for alignment. Replace the 4 screws on both sides of the bracket. Position the hard drive into the compartment and push until it is properly connected. Secure the drive with 3 screws. Secure the bracket to the optical drive with 2 screws. Slide the optical drive into the bay and push until it is engaged in position. Replace the single screw. Insert the wireless LAN card into its slot. Replace the single screw. Connect the 2 antenna cables to the card. Place the keyboard onto the palm rest. Connect the keyboard cable to the zip connector. Position the keyboard into the enclosure and press until it is properly engaged. Turn the system over. Replace the 3 screws on the bottom of the chassis. Place the top cover in position, aligning with the chassis edges. Press until it is properly snapped. Replace the 4 screws. Connect the power button board cable to the system board. Connect the multimedia board cable to the system board. Connect the speaker cable to the system board. Connect the touchpad cable to the system board. Connect the microphone cable to the system board. Replace the dummy card into the card reader. Turn the system over. Replace the 14 screws on the bottom of the chassis. Place the speakers in position using the screw holes for alignment. Replace the 4 screws to secure the speakers to the chassis. Place the power button board in position using the locating posts for alignment. Apply the tape back. Replace the single screw. Place the multimedia board using the locating posts for alignment. Press until the board is properly taped in position. Place the USB connector in position. Route the cable through the guides. Connect the USB cable to the system board. Carefully place the system board into the chassis with the left I/O end aligned with the cutouts. Holding the card reader corner, gently bend the board upwards and insert the audio connector into the cutouts. Replace the 3 screws to secure the system board to the chassis. Connect the LVDS cable from the system board. Restore the camera cable connector to the system board. Route the power connector cable through the guides. Restore the connector into the socket. Carefully reconnect the cable of the power connector to the system board. Place the heatsink in position using the screw holes for alignment. Replace the 6 screws to secure the heatsink to the system board following the order number embossed on the module. Connect the fan cable to the system board. Place the CPU in position using the triangle at the corner for direction. Turn the locking screw 180 degrees clockwise to secure the CPU to the socket. Sit the display assembly in position using the locating posts for alignment. Replace the 5 screws to secure the display assembly to the chassis. Route the wireless LAN antenna cables to the guides. LCD bezel in position, aligning with the display cover edges. Snap the bezel in position around the edges. Place the camera using the locating posts for alignment. Press until the camera is properly taped in position. Connect the signal cable to the camera. Connect the LVDS cable to the LCD panel and secure it with the tape. Carefully place the LCD panel in position using the screw holes for alignment. Secure the panel with the 4 screws.